Yes, what's good, warriors? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's happy, healthy, loving themselves daily, spreading that love that you came here to be, connecting with every single person on your journey. It's beautiful. Is that what you're on? Good for you. So today, what I want to talk about was a few different things. I always talk about being connected, so I want to talk about the power of being connected and why it's so important. I'm going to take you back talking about extraterrestrials. I'm going to talk about faith. Now, why it's so important. Every morning when I get up, I have this 20-20 routine. So bam, get up, expose myself to light through my eyes. I do my 20-minute workout, get them neurons firing in the brain, and then I do a 20-minute meditation, and then 20-minute planning the day. Anything that comes through meditation, I write it down, and then I get on my phone. So for the first hour, don't touch your phone. Win the morning, win the day. So when I'm sat in that meditation, I'm connecting to whatever you want to call it, God, source, faith, the universe, whatever sits most comfortable with you. I am connecting with that higher power, my origin, our origin, where we come from. Now, why it's so important is because if we're not connected through the day and we're just going about in this illusion, thinking it's sweet, then we're not living our highest truth. We are living and going off instincts, and maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that. We're not going off feeling, okay? Because there has been energies on this earth for thousands of years trying to stop us from that inner connection and want us to go to the outer illusion, right? Now I'm going to tell you where this energy started and where it come from. Sorry, there's something on my feet. Now, if you look at people now, they're starting to wake up, they're getting that feeling in the stomach that, do you know what? I'm looking at this world and observing it, and there's something in my heart and in my soul saying to me, I need to do something, yeah, because we're feeling guilty, we're feeling the injustice. We want to get up and we're like, now, bam, I want to help people and I want to spread love. I want to make projects and community things that are going to enhance and raise his consciousness for the children on this planet, for our children to grow up and be strong lions and go out and change this world, because the children right now that are being born are going to change this planet. So it's our job to lead now by example. So let's put it on the stand, one sec. So we're now going back to the ways of the tribes, of the native tribes. So if you look at the tribes that worship the ground, worship the earth, worship the sun, live to all these universal laws and principles of the land, so we can keep evolving as a species, as one, not separately, as one race, one consciousness, because that's what we are. Consciousness affects everything. It affects the weather systems, the earth, it affects how we feel, it affects different things, it affects the whole universe, because we are the center of creation, direct children from source, from God, living, breathing flesh, the highest form of love. Yeah? Now, the earth is going through her journey now. The earth is awakening. All the ancient calendars, all ancient scriptures have said about this time. The Mayans, all the way back, have said about this time now when the earth would awaken. And when she starts to awaken, we start to awaken, because that energy is one, and we are merged with our mother, who nurture and feeds and provides everything that we need. Now, with these signs that are coming, weather patterns, signs within the clouds, the earth, all the signs that we need to awaken, to think, whoa, there is actually something going on there. Even in Cornwall the other day, like earthquakes and floods and things within this country now, for people to be like, nah, I'll just keep going 9 to 5. Do you know what I mean? I'll just keep going that and doing this. And you're trying to wake people to say, nah, You're not going to be able to go to any of these places and nah, but I'm busy tonight, I've got to go here, I've got to do... You're not going to be able to go to any of these places soon unless we start to raise the consciousness on the planet. Now, until it starts to come to people's doorsteps, people go out the door one day, do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's flooded outside here. It's never flooded in a million years, and now it's flooded. Oh, then it's come knocking at your door, but it's too late. So this is why I've got to do it now. This is only a short time period before it's about to get serious out here. Very serious, trust me. So every day when people are getting up and are awake and on this journey, they're not just like airy-fairy, it's like a mission. Living your life every day with honour, with reverence, spreading, being and promoting the truth. Yeah, it's very, very serious work. It's not just like, oh, just keep putting these videos up because I want to get likes and I need attention because I'm insecure. It's like, no, I need to get this information out for people to build bridges to. Just like the truth holds a vibration inside your soul. Okay, so when people tell you stories, it rings a vibration inside of you because all the knowledge and everything you need is already inside of you. And when I speak and other people start to speak the truth, it pulls them strings out where you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense. I already know this because everything is already inside of me. Okay, so let me take you back to where these native tribes actually come from and how this energy first come to Earth. Now, the human species started to evolve in creation. We was going at a certain pace, a nice pace of creation to look over and say, yes, the human race and the animal kingdom and everything is going how it's meant to go. Okay, now there was another species that was close to our solar system, okay, that come and inhabit the earth. This is all in scriptures. Inca, look at the pyramids, all these technological advancements that they brought at this time, because we didn't have we wasn't technologically advanced at this time. And if you look at the human race now, how we are more technologically advanced and spiritually advanced, this is the same as them beings. So these beings are us in the future. This is where we're heading to, because their planet, which was called Nubru, which they was made systems of higher and lower hierarchies as it's been implemented now. They brought them systems to Earth to implement them. Okay, so this is why we're in this mess that we're in now, because we took these systems. When these beings come from another planet, we worship them as our gods. You might know these beings as the Anunnaki. Now, Anunnaki stands for gods from the sky. Yeah? But they weren't gods. Okay? So, what they done with their planet, they burnt their planet out. Okay? Because they pulled it of all its natural resources, so their planet started to die. So what they've done, they come to the earth to inhabit the earth, to recolonize and to regroup and to survive. They went into survival and they come to the earth. Now this is in scriptures all over. Okay, winged beings that come from the sky. Now they brought their technological knowledge to the earth and mixed with the human race. Okay, and these stories within the Bible, these stories in the scriptures of angels coming down, and you know, there's all these different stories that are telling you the same truth about where this come from in our DNA, when our DNA was messed with. Okay, good and bad, let's say, because we're here now living this life and there's nothing we can do about it, but this is how it all came to pass. So when these beings come to the earth, you know, they wanted the gold, so they put these different systems in place, because the gold, when it's grounded up, it rejuvenates when it gets into your blood. And they built the pyramids, so the pyramids were built from top to bottom because consciousness wasn't as dense as it is now, so we could move objects with the power of vibration. I said this before, like with the foot soldiers, when foot soldiers walk across a bridge, hundreds of foot soldiers, the bridge starts to shake. Okay, so you start a small vibration of 1 foot soldier, come to 10 or 100, the bridge starts a boom, 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 shake. So this is the power of vibrations, and you had the trumpets as well. You could start a small reaction, whoom, and these horns would come out and it would move things in the physical. So the pyramids were built from top to bottom, perfect heavenly alignment, the exact coordinates to the speed of light. Now these pyramids were used for everything. They was used for communication to other universes. They were used for landing portals, for coming down into Earth. They were used for beings to go, and the gold at the top of the pyramid was used to conduct electricity through to charge these beings up. Okay, so they were just using the human race as batteries. This is in the Matrix. To tell you this within the Matrix, okay? So what happened when these beings come to Earth? There was only 2 tribes, okay, which are the original native tribes, that said, these aren't our gods, okay? These beings are not our gods. We are not going to worship these beings. We are not going to work for these beings. We are going to stay true to the one creator, to the one God, to the one source, to one love, okay? So they said no. This happened in the Middle East, okay? These 2 tribes originated from the Middle East. Now, why the Middle East is so important and such sacred ground is because over the Earth cycles of the rise and fall in consciousness. Now, we fell in consciousness twice. This is the 3rd time, the last jump, the return, the end times. To the new beginnings, this is the last one, but we're going to make it this time. Oh, we're going to make it. Now, when these times have gone and the Earth has risen and fallen and flooded and gone mad before to try and wake the human race up, now the Middle East is the only part of the Earth that has never gone underwater. So we have to stay out that part of the Earth, because the Earth knows, the Earth's a living entity. That is her connection from heaven to Earth, the Middle East. That's why the final ground is so sacred, okay? But look what's happened to the Middle East now, why it's under so much fear, but we'll come to that later. So, fled from the Middle East, okay? When these beings come, the star system, these 2 tribes fled. One went down into New Zealand and Australia, one went over into America, which is now America. So this is where these 2 beings reside, and if you noticed why this other energy that tried to stop us being connected to the real source has been trying to wipe these tribes off since the start of this fall. Yeah, since the start of the fall. Now the beings that worship these gods, the human race, which is our culture now, which is the Western world, which is why we're in such of a mess. When we worship these beings, we took their technological advancements on board, okay? This is where we've gone from here and jumped, and people can't get where the jump is, where the missing gap is. This is the missing gap. This is the piece of the puzzle, what I'm telling you now. So when these beings come and slave the human race, and this is where the first royal bloodlines come, okay? This is where the first royal bloodlines got implemented and the first systems of control. At this time, the human race were just in awe of these beings. We're like, wow, winged beings from the sky, like, wow. And this is where the first mind games and mind control got started, okay? So if you look at the word and where it originates, all words from, government, govern is to control, men is mind. This is what it means in ancient Latin, control mind. So this is where these first governments, first royal bloodlines, these systems started to get implemented, okay, with the human race unknowingly. But now we are awakened to the truth, to these systems. Now this is how things are being exposed. If you look at your body, when you've got an illness or you've got trauma in your body, when you voice that, okay, you bring that to the surface and you expose that truth, that's where the healing can take place. This is what is happening within governments, within the awakening now. When people are voicing and saying their things for truth, that is being brought out, that darkness, to the top for healing. So this is where these systems of religion, politics are going to start to crumble, and the truth will rise up. Okay, the truth will always rise up. Now, these beings are still connected to the human race, but want to keep us disconnected so they can keep feeding and using us as batteries. But when we stay connected and we have that faith, they lose their power, because we are connecting to that real source. We are not connecting to any lower energy source. We are connecting to the one source within inside of us. Okay, we have all the codes, galactic, every DNA strand already within us. We are the only race and the only species within the whole universe that has this. Okay, so that's where the fall started, when we worship lower gods, false gods from the sky, the Anunnaki. Okay, not all of them were bad. That's just a label. They was a civilization that come here. How the human race is now. Some have got the human race's best interest at heart. Some have just got their own best interest at heart. Okay, so the Middle East is kept under immense fear at this time now. So these powers, higher than the governments, okay, that pull the strings, keep the Middle East under fear purposely, to keep the consciousness pulled down, because that is where the connection is from heaven to earth. So when they keep that bit under control, under fear, have you noticed why do they keep sending bombs and keep sending soldiers out there and covering it up and taking the poppies and mining for the gold and the diamonds and the oil and all these different types of things within Africa and different places around there? They are keeping it under immense fear, yeah, because once that is kept under fear, that keeps shackles on the consciousness of the earth. When we know peace in the Middle East, the world will know peace. Now let me talk about consciousness, and people say raising and lifting and up. Everything's always shift and enlightenment, and I am getting lighter in being. So if you look at water, okay, water, we're mostly water, 80% water, the earth's 80% water. Now consciousness flows like water, okay? So there is going to be a tipping point for this consciousness shift. This is why everything is raising and the planet's raising. All the solar system and all the planets move up synchronously together. Now, there's a story about a frog. Okay, so when the frog jumps in a pan of water, and the water is slowly heated, okay, from 1%, like consciousness raising, 1%, 2%, 3%, 4%, and the frog stays there because it is very, very slowly. When that gets to 5 and goes over 5%, the water goes from 5% to boiling 95%. Boom, up to 100%, boom, boils over, and the frog dies. Because when it jumps in physics and the molecules are heating and speeding up like that, once it goes over 5, it's like the consciousness of the earth. So this is what is happening now. When we get to that tipping point of us, if you look at fear, fear is a very slow, sluggish, heavy vibration. And then when we are connected and connecting and being love and being who we came here to be, and we are vibrating higher, going about spreading good vibes. Hey, how you doing? What you up to? Oh, you're a bit down, right? Come out with me. Let's go for a coffee. Let's go for a walk. Oh, how you doing? You look nice today. Boom, 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 boom. And you're just flying through life, and you just vibrating high. You're spending that vibe. Someone's life trying to hit you down. Boom, boom, boom. You're like, whoosh. I'm just connected to God. Boom. The universe, love. Let's go. And when you have that faith, your whole perception changes, because you know there is a bigger plan at work, so you can never be kept down. When you're in gratitude, you can never be kept down either, because the power of gratitude keeps you up. Someone's coming in your life, chatting shit, saying this, that, and the other, okay, let me go into gratitude. What is this teaching me about myself and my emotions and the people that I'm around? What is it teaching me when I'm going out to places, going here? Always conducting myself, always being in gratitude, always knowing something to be grateful for. Every morning I get up, I can see, wow, look how beautiful this earth is, look at all these colours. I can hear, listen to music, I can make music. Music makes me feel good. I love to create myself through music, boom, boom, boom. I've got a sense of touch, smell, taste, all the beautiful food that I can eat, all these things that we can be grateful for. Now, going back to these tribes and the way of the earth, and when we start to raise this consciousness, this tipping point, human race start to come together in numbers, power in numbers and the consciousness. And when two or more people gather and speak and connect with each other in the name of love, in the name of one, in the name of God, in the name of the truth, energy builds. The light, this is where the light's sending out. We can send healing. This is what distant healing is about. We can send this anywhere on the earth. Okay? Now the matrix, mind, how everything's connected, you know, be in the world, but not of it. Don't be a product of the world or a product of how this world is made up. Now you know all these systems and you know the truth of where this has come from. It rings inside of you as a perception changer. Okay? Perception changer. I'm going to a party the other week. My friends invited me to a gathering that was having at the house. So I went there and she's like, oh, this is my friend Jake. Oh, he's that spiritual and da 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 da, you know. I was like, you know, bless her if that's like what she'd like to introduce me to her friends to. But you know, I'm not spiritual, I'm just love. I'm just like to spread knowledge. And you know, when people say spiritual, you know, it's just a label. It's just a label. Everyone has their own perception of what spiritual is. So anyway, spiritual is acting as a soul, acting as a spirit, acting as a human, saying I am just human. No, you're a soul having a human experience. So when you know that, your whole perception changes. Now, this girl said to me, oh, I met this lady the other week, and oh, she's into cars and stuff like that, and oh, she believes in angels and like all this mad stuff and that. She's like, do you believe in angels? It's like, I know angels. Yeah, of course I believe in angels. So she's like, oh, right, have you got into this? And we're like, like she was astonished that this was like, yeah, I know angels, of course I do. So I said to her, I said, if you think of a mind, your imagination, and you know, the imagination is a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful tool. And just to think that unicorns and angels and fairies and all these things that are out there, just to say, nah, they don't exist. I don't have no faith. You know, we're just there with the skin and bones. This is it. It's like, wouldn't you rather just be like, yeah, there could be something going on. I feel something. It's like, why dim your imagination down? But to just have an open mind. Yeah, of course, it's unicorns and fairies and angels and all these things. Just can't see them doesn't mean they're not there. If you want to think about them in your mind, I can just close my eyes. I can think about what they look like. That doesn't mean it's not true because it's in my mind, because it's not manifested into this physical reality. So this is where we can start to train our imagination and our mind to the beauty of our soul and let them just coherence together and manifest in abundance. Yeah, to manifest anything that you want. If you wanted to do an event, you wanted to let people dress up as fairies and unicorns and extraterrestrials or anything that you wanted, they're all ideas. Everything starts in the mind. The mind is a beautiful thing. So, going back to the point, because I've rambled on this video, but you know, I'm out here expressing myself for this morning and make me feel a little better afterwards. So So this is the importance of being and staying connected. Okay, because when we are connected, no other energies can feed from us, because we are connected to the true source, our true origin, our true ancestral line, all the way back to source. So staying connected is being protected. Okay, and when your energy is protected and everything is aligned, you will feel and just be bouncing through the day. Okay, anyone that starts to go down into, doesn't start to feel good, depression, anxiety, starts to get dis-ease, unease within the body, when you're connected, that infinite energy flows, heals, and keeps that coherence, because you are being true to your source, to your creator, to where you're from. And then you are an individual spark of the one having a human experience. That's why we've all got our own unique fingerprint, so we can experience and bring our unique gifts to this planet with each other. So I'll leave it there for today. And you know, this is what our meetings are about, these times and this information. If you would like more information like this and to know more and to ask more questions, then please come along to our meetings. The next one is the 21st of August at the Larkhill in Timperley. You know, come down, be in that love, ask as many questions as you want, as far out or as simplistic as you like. Okay, because that is the beauty of life. There's no scale, there's no wrong or right. It's just, what would you like to know to make your life better, easier, and to be able to express your truth. You can ask any questions, sitting, be in energy, and I'm sure there will be someone else that might ask something that you think, yeah, I wanted to ask something similar to that. Wishing you all love, light, wisdom, strength, integrity, reverence, beauty, kindness. Creators, what more do you want? Go out, create, be love, be strong, speak your truth. Go light up the world, man. It's that time. Peace.